Yeah, Vinay, I'll do that today. You want now? Yeah, it's been accepted. Okay, good morning, friends. Very warm welcome to you on this pleasant Sunday. Not sunny, not raining heavily either. And just for your information, I am doing today's session, come all the way to NMIMS facility so that the kind of hassle we had, problem in our area is still not resolved. That indication was very much there yesterday night after I finished the session. I called up Airtel again. So not to take a chance, I decided to come over to the NMIMS facility. As you can see, probably the logo and all. So we start today without really waiting. I probably expect that you may give me additional 10 minutes odd if it exceeds 1 o'clock, because I want to just cover what we were yesterday. So let's see. Yesterday, I was trying to get your this thing into the ATM problem, if the slow wallet usage problem. So I said the problem out of your marketing has to come in a way that what you want research guy to understand it as, because research guy will then develop his entire methodology around it. So it's the same problem I have represented for you in a different way. It's not that they are three problems that I have represented. I have represented this in a different way. So now you have to, as a marketer, decide what you want to. Then you say the hypothesis part is something that is your narrative, and you are giving direction to the researcher as to what you believe. Now researcher has to either validate this, or at the end of analysis finds out that your this thing is not valid. So that way your research outcome emerges. So if I say 80% will say it is a risky to keep money in wallet, 70% will say it is complicated to use. Risky is different thing, complicated is different thing. And 60%, that is the third part, the third research problem, 60% will say make it less complicated to use it. So what will encourage people to use? Make it less complicated. So this is how they, from a marketing problem, the research problem, then comes the hypothesis. What kind of research? So yesterday I did ask you, quali, quanti, etc. Now, see, essentially, you at what stage you are. Generally, in an initial stage of market assessments, in the initial stage of product development, etc., you may do more of a qualitative research. These guys are already in the business, okay, and they want a decision to emerge. What they should take a next marketing decision so that the wallet usage increase. Therefore, ideally, it should be quantitative. But even if suppose such questions come in the exam, do not worry, but what you justify when you write qualitative or a quantitative, what you justify is what we see. That is very important. Like here, I gave you an argument, like is they are already in the business and they have to take the next marketing decision, which has to be quantified on a quantitative basis. So therefore, it's a quantitative research. Some of the questions that one can ask during the questionnaire, tell us occasions when you prefer to use wallet option. So what are those occasions when you use? Tell us why you are not using wallet option. So I am now getting into reasoning. Tell us what is preventing you. Now, why are you not using? And what is preventing again is a different thing. Prevent you from frequently using, Here, why not use is a generic. Frequently use is another dimension. What will make the use of wallet options easy for you? That goes more in line with the third research problem. So likewise, this is just an indicative. Now, under each of this, there will be, if you are doing a quantitative research, under each of this, there will be a specific answer options given to the customer, respondent. They have to choose one of them. So that way the quantification becomes possible. So that's what, okay, this is that Javed Akhtar. I would have written to that yesterday, but today there is no time. So let me just skip this. I move to anything on the marketing research, understanding consumer. Otherwise, I move to the live session 3. Any doubts, friends, on that Paytm this thing? Okay, numbers have really spiraled. So welcome everybody once again. Uh, just for your information, today I am doing this session live from NMIMS facility, NMIMS Global facility at Ville Parle. I've come all the way. I just wanted, because you all are taken so much of a trouble and some teething trouble at my end has disturbed us enough. So not to take a chance. So I think today I don't visualize. I might require a bit of a 10 odd minutes today extended. So be with me. Yesterday I missed out even IA related query. So today I don't mind attending if you all just stay put. So starting the live session 3, deciphering marketing strategy. So today we are getting into level 2. If you remember that one slide where I told you level 1, 2, 3, level 1 we have covered. Now we are in level 2. That is a strategy part, which is STP, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. With this quote from the Steve Jobs, for your marketing message to be successful and to build a powerful brand, you need to communicate values in your marketing, not just product features or benefits. When you do this, you have to be very clear and have a single message. Uh, Value word is very critical. You all are in that new age. Value word is there now, at least I have 2 decades. But when I learned marketing management, it was a USP era, unique selling proposition, USP era. Okay. Then came an era called ESP, emotional selling proposition. So you see that very emotional storytelling, this thing, etc. Now there is a value driven. Your communication must tell customer what is in it for him, what is in it for him, and he should perceive that he is getting more from you at the price that you are charging. So that's a value. So that's a very powerful quote. Live session 3, deciphering marketing strategy. Today we will cover STP. We will also get into delivering marketing strategy. So 4 P's of marketing is also known as level 3. It is also known as delivering your marketing strategy, because level 1 and 2 is all internal to the organization. Level 3 is the only level where you are now reaching out to the customer. Today, as I have earlier also announced, I have also announced in my syllabus note that you have. I am told and I am shown proof by the college that it was even updated when we were in live session 1. Many of you said it is not. It is my session coverage sheet is very much live. You need to know where it is available. Uh, so as I said, in live session 3, I am only going to cover 3 P's: product, price, place. So accordingly, you are addressed. This part is taken care of even during IAs. Okay. Promotion, I will be doing in LS4. So accordingly, my IAs are also aligned. So just with that, this thing, today's coverage we have discussed. So I'll be doing some of this for you today, interestingly. So let's get on to it. Uh, Yesterday, I have shown you precursor is a launch, the poll kind of a thing, wherein so let's have this poll. I have launched a poll. As a customer, consumer of any product or service, what do you rank as the most important aspect for you when you consider any product or the brand? So, place of availability, price, promotional offer, value for money, quality. Oh, wow, numbers are fast catching up. So, okay, I'm stopping it almost there, and I'm 90% is replied. sharing the result. Now you see what is coming out. So a bit of a, unusual for me because quality has still got a very high this thing. You all do not know what is quality. You know, honestly, if I had to tell you, and therefore you are still vying for it. I have a national. There was a company called National, and they have introduced two-in-one. They've introduced two-in-one with the cassette in it and a radio. This must be now at least over 30 years at least. And it is still, radio is still playing. Cassette player, I do not know because cassettes are now not available. Understand? That's what I call a quality. Sony Bravia that I have purchased almost 15 years back, it is even today meeting my smart television need. Though it was not purchased at that time as a smart television, but it is still meeting my need. That's what the quality is. Okay. So we are today fond of value for money. At that point of time, what am I getting? And value as a larger connotation, we will see that, Yane, because it is much beyond what you charge. Customer also invest money, etc. So we will understand those aspects just to you know what is marketing. Now I don't think so so much so that I do, but marketing is essentially the process of engaging customers in building a relationship by creating value and capturing value in return. That part I would like to explain. That's exactly what we look for in quality today also, sir. Okay. Uh, so so now see what is capturing value in return. You all have understood the marketing earlier part, you know, exchanging this thing, etc. As the era moved to the value, organization is to do things to create value. DHL, if I have to give you simple example, when they introduced, web tracking within month or 3 months, most courier company were claiming, but when you actually use that, DHL was always real time. Even at that time, you used to get the left Delhi hub, left house cars up for delivery, and you used to get others, the standard message in transit, in transit, in transit. Okay. So that was not really this thing. As others started catching up, DHL invested. Today, DHL guy comes with the POS machine and they even take your signature or they ask you name, they enter. And when they click it, it is real time live. So they charge you for that. Like for my daughter's, external universities, that international university form to go, price was 3 times higher, but I choose them because I was getting real time tracking, really real time tracking. Now that's where they are they've done everything, infrastructure, invested in gadgets and all, real time connectivity and all. Now, if suppose they cannot get from me the value in return, then they will be at a loss. So marketing is not about necessarily creating value, capturing the value. Now look at this scenario. Actually, I should have while discussion given you this. Now this is a scenario that you have in front of you. Which scenario user as a head you will take? There is a tender to go. One courier guy saying 250 rupees instead of 400 rupees, gives you tracking, but always a standard message, parcel on its way, tells you left Mumbai, will reach. WhatsApp also tells you the same old story, something which you cannot really comprehend. When you call WhatsApp customer service, again, they will say, I'll to check with Delhi office and let you know. But look at the scenario too, everything is real time. Now, which one will you go for, Yana? It's a tender. It has to reach in time and it has to reach the right destination. Which one will you go? Scenario one, scenario two, courier. So, right. So, with this thing, with this thing, the reason why, Anna, if I had to tell you, oh, so many, why, Anna, will you go for it? That is very important. Those answers. Why? Value for money. Now, Nilesh is smart because, I am on that subject. Never mind, but you are right. Transparency, Satish, is the ad hoc this thing, but value for money. I know there is no way that this company will not reach my, tender to the right place before the time, kind of thing. So I don't mind tender name. If it doesn't reach, then I am a big loser. Yeah, na? Okay. I have shared with you the urban company air conditioner cleaning example yesterday. Why this company is making waves and finding large client base? What value is this company creating? Anybody? Now, this is a discussion. If you want to participate, somebody wants to discuss can also. I shall incur much higher cost if tender does not reach. Yes, Nabarun Gupta. Oh, you have started participating. Heads off. Tell me what value this company is creating, adding professionals to the job. Yeah, hassle-free service. Okay, quality. Quality is a vague term. Huh? Quality of what? New category, slightly complicated to understand. Acha, new category of service. That's not the value, huh, Eunice? Please understand the meaning of value. Doorstep service. Yes, Satish, I will slightly agree to that. Client, no need to do multiple follow-up, peace of mind. So many things are coming in. Uh, just for your better understanding, this is how I have summed up. It doesn't mean that you were wrong. One place for multiple service, yeah. Quality home service on demand. Quality home service on demand. I picked up these lines to simplify your understanding of the value. It doesn't mean that you were wrong. Everything that you have put in can come under quality home service on demand. So that's the value that this company has created. Well-trained, fully equipped professionals available with transparent pricing, upfront pricing. Not like, घर पे आके देख के we'll tell you. Upfront, this is our price for air conditioner servicing or hair cutting, etc., etc. Okay. So that's the value that they have created. Look at this, DHL. This is the picture you will be amazed. They have larger fleet than some of the airlines, of air cargo planes. Right from two-wheeler, three-wheeler to even boats, small boats I have seen. There people use it to, there are somewhere where, there is a water transportation, etc. So relate only with the physical delivery. So value is not about physical delivery. Okay, it includes their backend supply chain management capability. SCM stands for supply chain, entire infrastructure that they have created, entire technology backbone that they have created. Everything is real time. Can you beat it, yeah? And the guy, at the moment he delivers the parcel at your home and just asks you and puts it on his post, you should check it. It will immediately be reflected. It delivered to AV Hathi at so and so time. So that's the power. So that's the delivery value. So four framework of marketing. It brings us to four framework of marketing, essentially. Okay. Uh, so we understood that value being very critical. How do you create and deliver value? Okay. So we start with level one, customer need. So I will not say spend disproportionate time because it is more of an async content. But after touching, I am entering the important part. So level one, customer need. We have understood that. Okay. Having done that, you come to marketing strategy, which we'll be learning today, which is all about segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Okay. So I having done that, now these are the first two things are the internal to you. You have to take this to the consumer, which is a marketing mix. Okay, which is through a product, through a price, policies, and then the place and promotion, promoting your brand, promoting your position. Okay, so that's a marketing mix. And marketing, the single most differentiator of marketing over sales is sale. The sale doesn't look at relationship. Marketing believes in relationship because marketing is all about not just acquiring a customer once, but retaining him to get from him repeat purchase, referral purchase, his own lifetime of purchase, his own share of wallet. Share of wallet means what? If suppose on a Gillette, when I was just buying the razor, I suppose my wallet is 100 rupees, I was just spending 10 rupees on Gillette. But Gillette has introduced then the various gels, foams. They've introduced aftershave lotion. They used to even they have a beard cream, etc. I used to once upon a time keep a French beard. So those kind of products also I started buying. So now instead of 10 rupees, I am spending 20 rupees in the same period for Gillette. So the share of wallet has gone up. So that's the power of relationship. So having done that, we enter the second portion. So that's what the framework was briefly explained. In async, it is there with examples and all. So I enter the level two, which is marketing strategy, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So just tell me, are all these consumers same? Sardarji, Gujarati, Maharashtrian, Catholic, Punjabi, Parsis. Are all these customers same? No, right? Obviously. Okay. If that is so, if that is so, look at the other. Yes, no, Yunus is trying to, Yunus, you don't have to be so diplomatic. Uh, be very clear. So now coming to this, and look at this part. Maggie has over 10 varieties of noodles. Colgate has over 17 varieties of toothpaste. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, over 5 varieties of fabric wash that HUL offers. Swaraj tractor have more than one type of tractor. Mahindra is 5 variants of tractors. Why? Why all this? Why not market one product? Why not market one product for everyone? Anybody? Why not market only one product? Why not make washing machine 20 kg instead of today's 7 kg, 10 kg, 15 kg, 20 kg? Why not make only one washing machine 20 kg and provide different needs of, okay, there some of these varieties would be result of overthinking by. So Pritpal, आपने भी overthinking कर दिया. Let's align, no? I have not asked you to give a criticism on this. I have asked you why. Okay, Rishabh, to cater to different needs of different consumer. Thanks. Usha, segmentation and targeting. Thanks. Price optimization. Nabarun, how come this be a price optimization? I am not very sure. Taste and preference of each is different. So again, it comes to the consumer need. Market is different as per the different requirement of the taste based on consumer needs. So we are reaching where we are. Oversize for nuclear families. That's also one good point. Geographic regions, demographic differences. Sure, yeah. So different market segments. So yeah, we are there. So you got that. So that's what I am going to enter into. Segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Now you see, very, very simple infographically, circle on the top has everyone there, which is a mass market. We are all so different, which is a mass market. Segmentation is about finding the similarity in the differences. Very beautifully kept. Segmentation, and this doesn't come up in your answer. You will give, right? So many. Segmentation is about finding similarities in differences. So now I have pulled in red together, orange, yellow together. Now, how do you do this similarity determination? That's where the types of segmentation come into picture. You can do through geographic attributes. Now, this theory part is definitely covered in async. I will want to go to the next slide fast, but demographic is to do with the individual. Everything about individual. He's right from caste, creed, subculture, culture, religion, income, age, sex, education, everything about that person. This is a demographic variables. A lot of data is available statistically. So for marketeers, this is a very one powerful way to do. Geographic is people in the same area have similar likes and dislikes. That is what, when you go to Chennai, you see a lot of white kurtas and white lungis and white shirts and this thing. People in similar area have similar taste and preferences, likes, dislikes. So likewise, or say Kashmir or this thing, depending on the climate. Again, that's a geographical, psychographically, psychologically. Again, and that's a one way of which is again lifestyle. Your personality, etc. Behavioral. That is how the consumer behave. There are additional, this another two socio-cultural benefit I've separated is not in your essay, so don't worry. It is just the uh, another way. So there are many ways, but you have to remember the 4 ways: demographic, geographic, psychological, and behavioral. Somebody has put a big note. Rahul sir, is this because consumer needs have changed in recent times? It is not because consumer needs have changed in recent time. Consumers' needs were always different from different set of people. So that's what, and that's why the marketing has originated so many decades back. As consumer become more conscious of their needs, that part I will partially agree, because now with the lot of competition coming in on a small latent need, also products are coming out. Small latent need. Earlier, people consumer did not mind suffering. Ballpoint pen you take. My so many shirts have been spoiled because the ink has leaked. But then I took it as a, it's okay, natural. Okay, but nobody worked on it. Somebody suddenly worked on it, and then the gel pen has come. Now today, you see the ballpoint pens are literally extinct. So ballpoint pen ran almost century old, and so we would have one product for a. That is true. See, even the lifestyle exposure, lifestyles of psychological lifestyle. In my house, when I was a teenager, there were five people, mother, father, and three of us. But only one toothpaste used to come, Colgate. Colgate also did not have so many varieties at that point of time. Now today in my house, there are only three people, wife, myself, and my kid. But we have four toothpaste because I have to compulsorily use Sensodyne repair in the night. Okay. While in the morning, doctor has kept an option open, and all of us have a different needs. And so you see that there are three people, four toothpaste. So that is there. So good. Thank you for triggering that discussion. Garment industry also changed. They start producing shirts without pockets. Yeah. That way there are so many other flowers and all. In my area, even today, what you see is a change which my wife has what. Otherwise, I being working in a corporate, I have become too corporate. Most of my shirt before wedding used to be full sleeves, plain colors, like that. So you see various things, internal and external. We studied yesterday. So wife imposed external, attributes and change my certain buying behavior. I'm not showing poll result to show time. Yesterday I've shared with you segmentation just to give you add-on. This is an additional learning from the experience. You see, this is a traveler segmentation. How a traveling community can be differently segmented. A business traveler who travel mostly for business needs, leisure are the leisure freaks, leisure. There are people who do the office tour on Thursday, Friday, because Saturday, Sunday is holiday, and then he will have the extended stay. He will bring his family to that place and he will enjoy, and then they go back on Sunday nights, the pleasure. Millennials need less of fancy things, less of luxury. Bare minimum is okay with them. Group travelers, they prefer, they don't like to go alone. Chinese are very tricky, very fussy, very demanding. Therefore, they have been Chinese traveler. Female, Veena Tour is doing only female group, tours, etc. Adventure freaks, they always want to be in the base of Mount Cape or Kailash or, risky, uh, altitudes, etc. And wellness, Pondicherry, Coimbatore, and likewise, they just go for health and wellness. Now, do you think one single travel company can serve all of them? And you will wonder, sir, इसमें वो कहाँ पर है? Geographic, behavioral. So you see, this is what we call a segmentation profile. Having understood this, it is not that you will do your segmentation in real life only in one of this. No, you will have to pick up relevant characteristics, relevant attributes from each of this to develop your segment profile. So leisure traveler or say leisure traveler. Now, leisure traveler, you can say demographically, you will have to ask, leisure travelers are generally married or say unmarried. So that's a demographic part. Okay. From say western side of India, generally as it has been seen, so eastern people and all are not say very travel freak, etc. Or even in women group, it is found that generally it is south and western this thing are there. Sorry, north and west. South also do not allow women to go out much, and Eastern is very conservative. So in the women traveler, 80% is dominated by West and North. A lot of freedom still given, So that's what you will have to pick up each one of some of the traits, attributes from each one of this and create your profile. That is known as a segment profile. Now the mute question is, can one company serve all of them? Very difficult, right? So you have to select, you have to select. Okay. So I've just given you that female traveler segment better idea. Geographically, they are from Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, North India, Delhi, Dehradun, Gurgaon. These six cities account for 80% of the women travel. Demographically, 27 to 34 years, new coming from nuclear family. So that's another important aspects. Okay, graduate and postgraduate, service professional earning 50,000 per month and more. Okay, physiological, psychological, sorry, extrovert, living life on its own term, believes in freedom to explore, believes in self. That attitudinal, this thing, kind of a female will want to go in a only exclusive ladies travel. Behaviorally, exclusivity, networking savvy. They want to demonstrate their success in life, etc. So this is a female traveler profile using different segmentation attributes. So this is how in real life segmentation happen. Okay, it is not only one of this. Remember that. This is a real life example. Loved it? Liked it? Yes, no? This is also another classic example. Another way to look at segmentation, is about, now see, there is a company called Rebel Foods. Okay, they are, say, pioneers of, say, food related market. Okay, but how they have developed their business, what they realize, instead of offering everything under one roof, why not create an exclusive business channel? Why not create exclusive business channel? So they came with Fasus, fast move, fast food, that Fasus reps and various things are there. They also have Behros, biryani special. So they offer biryani and those kind of, multiples of biryani and all. So that's another business stream. And this is more online, but there are outlets also. They have a Mandarin Oak Chinese chain of restaurant. Okay. And in pizza, they have Oven Story. So again, another fast food joint. Now you see that they serve different profile of individuals. Famous for Cloud Kitchen. Yes, Abhi, thank you. They serve different strata of the society, different segments of the society. Fasus are for mid and high income or high middle class individuals, while pizza and high middle and high class people, etc. Mandarin Oak for those who prefer Chinese, and of course it's a very exclusive property. So again, high income group. Berus is somewhere in middle, but a very special this thing. So that's what another way to do use segmentation. Okay. So case study city-wise Maggi masala. So that's where I am also giving you another idea. Okay. This is another way to look at and use segmentation. Uh, to sell masala in general is not appealing. Maggi came with masala, but it was not really picking it up because it was one for all kind of. India is a land of diversity where culinary recipes are available different across the geography. Maggie soon realized that one common advertisement is not working. Need better segmentation cues. Maggie soon embarked upon consumer usage behavior. So I'll show you one film. Have a look. I'll probably show you two films, I think. Yeah. Just waiting. Oh, this is, I have not done that. Sorry. Oh, why it's not working? No, I was earlier, you are right, content, but now it has been removed. One second. Now, the way I have embedded and made a mistake of not having a link pasted. Ah, okay, okay. Well, lucky. Just have at least we will be able to see something. Okay, we'll be able to see something. I am moving away and I am going and showing you through. Just confirm, are you able to see this screen, YouTube? Yeah, okay. So now I am running this.
I'm in अहमदाबाद मैगी भुना मसाला से बनी दीक्षा बेन की पनीर बटर मसाला रेसिपी सीखने। उन्होंने बस मैगी भुना मसाला थोड़ा चलाया, धनिया पाउडर, मिर्च पाउडर और गरम मसाला मिलाकर 1 मिनट चलाया, फिर पिसी हुई कसूरी मेथी और दूध मिलाकर धीमी आंच पर ढककर पकाया। पनीर मिलाकर 2 मिनट और पकाया और तैयार। अमेजिंग छे। थैंक्स टू मैगी भुना मसाला। तो चले एक और रेसिपी सीखने, मैगी भुना मसाला।
रेसिपी सीखने
आई एम इन लुधियाना मैगी भुना मसाला से बनी सिमरन दीदी के राजमा की रेसिपी सीखने। मैगी भुना मसाला 1 मिनट भूनकर हल्दी और मिर्च मिलाया, फिर उबले राजमा पानी के साथ ही मिलाकर 15 से 20 मिनट हल्की आंच पर पकाया एंड इट्स रेडी। मैं क्या बढ़िया सी दीदी।
थैंक्स टू मैगी भुना मसाला।
चले एक और रेसिपी सीखने, मैगी भुना मसाला, टेस्ट भी हेल्थी, खुशियाँ भी। I'm in Trivandrum मैगी कोकोनट मिल्क पाउडर से बनी लक्ष्मी आंटी की फिश मोली रेसिपी सीखने। बस सरसों, हरी मिर्च और करी पत्ते का छौंक लगाकर मैगी भुना मसाला हल्दी और मिर्च डालकर भुना। हल्के गर्म पानी में मैगी कोकोनट मिल्क पाउडर घोलकर डाला, उबालने पे मछली और करी पत्ते डालकर धीमी आंच पर पकाया और तैयार। वेरी टेस्टी। थैंक्स टू मैगी कोकोनट मिल्क पाउडर। मैगी कोकोनट मिल्क पाउडर, टेस्ट भी हेल्थी, खुशियाँ भी।
So, what is the learning for us? Same Maggi Buna Masala, they are introducing different genre. They are different recipe belonging to different part of the geography. And then they are promoting. And today with the geofencing and all in the dish TV, etc., they are able to separate this advertisement. You will not see this, normal is sitting in Maharashtra if it is not meant to be Maharashtra. Yeah, as per the different geographic favor. Yes, Akash. Similarly, go to Taj. Taj has started promoting Taj tea in such a manner. For UP, they have a different this thing. For Mumbai, they have a different TVC. For other part of India, they have different TVC. Dil walo ki Delhi, UP ka kuch hai. So aisa lively Mumbai, likewise. That's how they are promoting Taj tea. So coming to this, which is a unique way to segment the market that they have found. Okay, they did not only find the key trigger interest in their product, but a unique way of demographic, geographic, psychological segmentation. So they created geographical this thing where there is a specific profile of people stay, their taste. Yani. So Ludhiana mein Rajma, paneer, this thing is more in Ahmedabad, Baroda, Gujarati, this thing. Likewise, and then they have created a TVC around that. So now this person, somebody also claimed looking very this thing. Now they are tempted, yani, and their theme of content is same. Yes, yes. Broad story framework is same. They are changing the geographical perspective into it, and particular item in that geography preferred by that genre of society's people, and then promoting. Marketing, yes, you are right, Satish. What is their positioning plan? Taste B, health B, or Khushiya B? Now that is standard. taste bhi, health bhi, khushiyan bhi. Okay, so their positioning is not changing. Theme is a advertisement theme. Okay, but the positioning that they try to arrive at has remained, what they want it to be. Okay, so we have understood everything about segmentation. Any query, friends? Being very important subject. Okay, so now I enter into targeting, trying to show you through different picture also so that you get targeting is that okay, segment. You see, this thing is a very beautiful picture. I like it that way. Segmentation, different color. You see, we saw that mass market. From there, you pick up orange, blue, green. So that's what, people have different uniqueness, different similarity. But because they are spread, you are not able to. Now, segmentation is the art of pulling them together. Targeting is now from there, you target blue positioning what you want to. This is a positioning framework, but it is not in your, they call this a dog star categories and those kind of a thing. But we will understand that is differently. Now I'm going to teach you is how do you decide your target from so many traveler segments that is there. It is given in the marketing. No company, even if an MNC can probably afford to serve all the segment at similar point of time. So they have to identify whom they should serve. So that is where the targeting first aspect come. Now here is that, on the left hand side in the opposite to the table, you see there are 5 variables, 5 factors. These are the factors that is used to select. It is applied to all the 9 traveler segments. And you see that what is what, just to simplify you, this power band or you say smartwatch, if my segment is for power balance band or say smartwatch in youth in the age group of 17 to 30 years, whose family income is over 75 lakhs, then my targeting could be what? So I'm just giving you through an example. There are 3 segments I have identified: college, working professionals, and self-employed. And then I have given you the detail. Now, this is the way the details are compiled for each segments. Identification. How will you identify them? College going, working group is dispersed but easy to identify. Self-employeds are also dispersed but easy to identify based on profession, doctor, chartered. You can say that we are an entrepreneur, etc. So identification is first part. Sufficiency. Is there a sufficient number? 65% of the students who pass SSC enter college. So you see large number. Out of that, out of those who go through that 5 years, 60% of the graduates enter working class. 30% become self-employed. 10% remain unemployed. Okay. So that's what. So there is a sufficiency of number. College students, if it is 40 lakhs in India, that 65% of them enter college, SSC, suppose that's the number. And then of that, 60% become graduate and they start working and 30% become. Now, is it stable? So yes, year on year, this is happening. Year on year, as lakhs of students enter graduation stream, enter working class, okay, enter employed, self-employed category. Are they accessible? Means, can you reach them? Yes, through various medias and means, you see. And responsiveness. Are they responsive? College youths are more responsive. Peer pressure, their style consciousness, they want to show off various things, okay. Working class will be rational, need-based, if it meets my requirements. Self-employed are also more need-based. Okay. So now, which is the target segment you will take? My question to you, which is the target segment you will take? Why Nabarun? Pardon my pronunciation. Why? Some tips you can give. Thank Kumar is saying working 1721 Madhuri, large segment size, more responsiveness. Heads off. Heads off. You hit the bank. I think baki sab chhod do. high percentage, yes. So I'm also with Naburan. Ideally, I as a marketer will start targeting this segment because large number and more responsive. Okay. उनको style पे उनको if I bring in smart ambassador, they will be sold off. Working class and all will be need based, and that number starts declining. I may later introduce. Now, why this is required? Okay, why this is required? Why you have to choose a segment? Because you see that finally to go to market strategy is your four marketing mix: product, place, price, and promotion. You can't have same thing for each one. You can't have same product, same price, same promotion, and same place of availability for all of them. Okay. That's why the targeting is being taught about. Uh, in your curriculum, micro marketing is not there. There are three targeting strategies that you have to learn about: undifferentiated, differentiated, and concentrated. Essing gives you better. I will very briefly give you an idea. And then I through pictorial, I've tried helping you. Ballpoint pens, 2 rupees refill pens, etc. 5 rupee ball pens, etc. It's mass market. You know, it is one for all fit. I don't have to have many different variations in the product. I don't have to have different pricing. I don't have to promote them differently, etc. But differentiated or a segment specific market, uh, if I take the traveler example, you can't have same promotion mix for the adventure freak and health conscious or a lady. Okay, adventure freak, if you tell him Coimbatore, Pondicherry, etc., he'll say, what are you offering? Don't you take us to the Mount Kabu or say, Mount Everest base camp or Kanchenjunga base camp? Likewise, Raigad Fort. Likewise, these are so they want a different place. Therefore, your pricing has to be different. Therefore, promotion. They will not read what ladies are reading. They will read the adventure or the magazine where those stories are coming. So again, your advertisement promotion has to be aligned that way. Place of service may be same. That's not a problem. Vina Tour services, whatever different segment that they are. But you have to remember, that's why, yes, we can take a break. Just allow me to finish this. That's why I was holding it. My alarm also is gone. So let just allow me to finish this a bit. Uh, so undifferentiated, differentiated you understood, and concentrated only one. Suppose Veena World decides I will only service adventure free because they've decided this, they became successful because they started with ladies, tour across the world. So they decided that's a niche marketing, that's a niche targeting, concentrated targeting. So targeting, there are three strategies: undifferentiated, differentiated, concentrated. So whenever there's a targeting related aspects to be written in answer, this aspect has to come in, and this aspect has to come in. Five variables of selecting from many segments one specific target, and your targeting strategy. If the question is on targeting strategy, then this three. A question may ask you which is a specific targeting strategy applicable for say laptop, digital camera. Then you have to be very specific. Okay, that answer cannot be all three. You just write and then has to decide. You may write all three, but you have to conclude. Yeah, I recommend this for the given product. So guys, it is 11:18 in my watch. We meet at 11:23. Micro marketing is not there, and we start with positioning. Okay, 11:23 we meet back. Thank you. Welcome back. I hope you all have joined me back and looking forward to continue this session. So, as I said, today we are learning that marketing strategy, which is STP, and we will, of course, enter into marketing mix, which is delivering your marketing, product, etc., using the marketing mix. So we have covered segmentation and targeting. Now we enter what is positioning. Okay. So just to help you with this initially, just to give you a basic idea about what is positioning. Okay. Uh, it is explained, of course, very well out there. I'm this being a theory. I'm going to get enter into the iPhone related this thing. So there is to be, first of all, whatever product that comes into market. As I said, that need marketing, that strategy slide, if you remember, marketing, what is marketing management slide? Need understanding. So there has to be a relevance to customer need. However, if that need is getting fulfilled by many, then you have to stand apart. So that's where the differentiation. And you have to stand apart in which way? In a way that your brand is recalled when customer gets the need for it, when customer feels thirsty, Bisleri. Okay, when I want to drink soft drink, thumbs up. When I'm little hungry and out, it lays wafer. So that's what, your brand has to acquire that. I have taken that XDO. So this thing now it is fog, of course. Fog has replaced the place that XDO was occupying. Okay. So what is this? Relevance to brand occupying preferential space of mind. That's what brand positioning is. Relevance of brand occupying preferential space of mind. Now, what is brand? You will ask me. So that's the positioning. Relevance of brand occupying preferential space of mind. That's what is brand positioning is. But what is brand? So brand, as you all know, is a name, term, sign, symbol. Gillette is a name. ICICI is a term. Mercedes-Benz star is a symbol, etc. Window, so that's a design, this thing. So name, term, whatever uh, name, term, sign, symbol. Dettol is that sign, sword, this thing. So name, term, sign, and symbol, which enables you to identify the product. So first of all, product. Then who is a seller? So who is it is coming from, and differentiates it over competitions. That's what brand. So Gillette, when I say, yeah, shaving related products, and it comes from the Gillette as a company and differentiated from other similar product manufacturers. Okay, so that's what brand. So brand positioning is brand occupying relevant preferential space in the mind of the consumer. So that's what brand positioning is all about. This is again an async content. So how do you go about creating your brand positioning strategy? Okay. A first step is to understand what positioning your brand or your competition has. So you have to evaluate both. Here it is or, I will say and, rather, unless it's a new brand. So unless it's a new brand, then you only look at what is the current positioning that your competition has already acquired, through which they are trying to differentiate. But if you are existing brand, then you have to constantly evaluate what is the positioning currently that I have. Now, when you say that, it is not about your perception, it is a perception about consumer. You may think that you have acquired a premium position. When you go to consumer, they will say you are me too. So it's more consumer set of mind, about your positioning. So first of all, that's a dissection. Second is to formulate a differentiation strategy. How will you stand apart? So we will be learning that, positioning perception map. We will learn that. And third step is to communicate and delivering the positioning to the consumer, which is through fourth P, promotion, which is through, and that's what promotion aids your positioning. So that's where the three-step process of positioning strategy. So whatever you develop through first two steps has to be reached to the consumer, has to be communicated to the consumer so that they comprehend the way you want them to comprehend. Afterwards, through experience also, they should feel what you were saying is right. Unless experience are different, then consumer will comprehend differently. Okay. So that's a three-step process. I have used this earlier also. It's a repeat vis-a-vis live session one, and even in live session two, where I spoke about SEC, different societal classification. But point here is, you see, the positioning is aligned to the category, the segment, the profile, segment profile that you saw. So you see there are pens available 2 rupee, 5 rupee versus Mont Blanc A20, 25 and even up to 30,000. You see office bags like a very ordinary bag to Boss and Pavelgri, etc. You see height sign is somewhere premium and likewise. Okay, sunglasses, common are many. Then you go to Ray-Ban, Vogue, etc. And then of course Gucci and Prada, etc. So you see they all have created that position for the segment that they want to attract, targeted segment, not all segment, targeted segment that they wanted to serve, they want to acquire their place there. So you see that I have a different positioning for that. When it comes to sunglasses, mera dimag, my this thing will not go beyond Fast Track or Ray-Ban at the most. I will never get into a luxury thinking. Yeah, though I know those as a brand out of marketing knowledge, etc. So that's what, because positioning is a preferential space in the mind. Okay, that stands you apart. Can you please increase the volume of your mic a bit? I have not changed at all, but why you are now feeling less? I have not touched the volume. So anyhow, I am moving it close to my mouth. Probably that's what. I hope, Jibin, it is appropriate now. Uh, so I have not touched the positioning, but let me just see. I mean, I have not touched the mic setting at all. Paging. Now this setting I have seen now. It got changed. Hello. Now I think it is more. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Sorry for that inconvenience, but how it went so low, I don't know. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So let me continue. So that's a power of positioning. It allows you to acquire. It allows you to acquire preferential space in the mind of your targeted segment. That's what this is. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Now, how do you create that? The first step, you must understand your positioning vis-a-vis competition. So how do you do that? Okay, student must refer to Acing 3 to understand steps given. I'm just going to discuss. Essentially, you see, whenever we talk of any product or the brand, always there are two factor based comparison comes in, though you may not have intention, but you talk about Lin's being a super chocolate because taste and the price at which it is available. So every time you may not buy Lin's, you may buy Rocher of Ferro Rocher, to give it to somebody for your this thing. Once in a while you will buy because it is quite costly. Okay, that way. So one is to really understand these aspects as to how do you have your brand mapped vis-a-vis competition. Okay. So to do that, there is a process called creation of a perceptual map. So as I told you, there are always two factor-based association naturally gets formed in our mind. So for Cadbury, it is price and quality. So I've taken that price and quality. And then when you research and ask consumer, where on a scale of 10 you put us on quality, on price, etc. That plot, when you do, this is a kind of a picture which emerges. So Leans is coming at the top in terms of quality, which is both price and quality, followed by greens and blacks, then Ferrero Rochers, and likewise Kit Kat, Dairy Milk, etc. Okay, and M&M.
most of the foreign relatives who come in India dump with you the box or a packet of M&M. I used to be happy that time, but later on I got disappointed knowing this part. Okay, but anyhow, that gesture is more important. So this is how you start realizing what's the consumer side of positioning in your this thing. Okay. So you have to do this, you have to identify attributes too, and then create a 10-point scale, go to customer, ask them how they rate you on that, average of it, you come back and then you plot it. So this is a picture which will come. Now, how do you use this? What is the utility? Now, suppose M&M as a brand wants to compete with Dairy Milk, Cadbury, then what is required? They have to improve their quality from going here to dairy level. This thing, they have to make a significant improvement in their quality. If they do it, then they can hope to get prices somewhere equal to what Dairy Milk is charging. Suppose Ferrero Rocher wants to go one level above. So then their benchmark is Lindt. So they have to see that how they close the gap that they have in the consumer's perception in terms of quality and the price. So quality is essentially when you strive, price will come. So this is how the perceptual map is used, where you know where you exactly are, and then you have to decide where you want to be. The future steps are where you want to be, and that will derive what you need to attend most. Okay, what you need to attend most. All right. So here you see there is a gap. I'm just also trying to draw your attention. This block was empty. There is no chocolates in this block, which is high price, low quality. Now, naturally, nobody will. Okay, means you can't, if there is no quality, you can't charge high price. There's a gap. You see, obviously. So that's not a gap that one should strive for. Nobody will give you. But there is definitely a gap here. Low price, high quality. Again. So that's a gap one can, I will give better product, but I will not charge for it. You may make less of a profit. So there's a gap too, which is still a viable gap. So company can decide new product introduction. Once you know the gap, you can think of a new product introduction, to fill up that gap and create a distinct positioning for that. So that's the power of perceptual map. This is what I just wanted to touch base upon. Okay. Launched in October 2020, iPhone ultra friendly and intuitive user interface. We probably, even if we do not acquire one, we know more about iPhone because of the iconic product that it is. Separate product positioning statement for iPhone versus Android versus BlackBerry is needed. So the question to the group, do you think a separate product positioning statement for iPhone versus Android versus iPhone and BlackBerry is needed? First question. I will share this link afterward, because if I share this link, you will give the answer. Do you think you need a different positioning statement for competing with the different brands? Now, this answer will give me your understanding about positioning. No. So very good. That part is right. Why? Why? Because the word positioning itself is a competitive reference. Oh no, Satish, this answer is not right. The word competition, no, not competing on positioning. Oh, that's also Swayambhu is not right. Based on consumer, Apple will lose its own positioning. Now, okay. Here I need to say moderate, though at least your answer no is right. The word positioning, yes, Inkumar, it's not because of this. Okay, all answers to my question as to why is wrong. You don't require different positioning, is that answer no is right, but all other supportings are wrong. You see, the word positioning itself means your point of recall vis-a-vis others. When do you think customer should recall you versus competition? Okay, evoke set of brand means you have to remain in that evoke set of brand. We saw that consumer buying process. So to be there, you create a positioning, and this positioning, what in the perceptual map also I showed you, you create vis-a-vis competition. This point. The second step is to differentiated positioning status. So you have to find what differentiates you versus competition. So as a result, no brand creates a different positioning vis-a-vis the competing brand. It has to be a one singular positioning which differentiates you vis-a-vis all competition. Does iPhone need another positioning statement to find and say the Google Android to fight? Again, you said no. If the market consists of more than two strong competitors, do you require different positioning statement? Again, answer to this is no, because positioning is created one singular position at the most in a different continent. Those who are operating at the global level might have for certain brand certain positioning here. Okay. Zara, as I understand, not that I bought anything, I've just read about it, and more from the marketing journals and all. Zara, as I understand, is considered as a premium brand store in India, but not so much so in Middle East, not so much so in some European part. That because that's how they're positioned. Okay. So you see, at the most, different separated market geographically, you may do a different segment positioning, but you will not overlap that. You will not overlap vis-a-vis other market in India too. Now it has gone down. Okay. Uh, no, this high price but low quality. Yeah, now see, now there is, I see the brush on their brand when I talk to some of the ladies in our group. But earlier when it came, like it was like, oh, you've not taken anything from Zara. एक लड़की ने पूछ लिया क्या, second day the visit. Okay. So I'm just dropping this link. Those who are enthusiastic to study more. अरे, why it is not taking pasting is disabled लग रहा है. Oh gosh. Anyhow, this PDF you have. So those who have product position statement is always. So I have therefore taken a trouble to write also formulated per each target market, not for competitor. So regardless of the competitive landscape and the number of competitors, only one product positioning statement is required if there is only one target market. Two product positioning statement will be required if there are two distinctly different target markets, European and Asian markets likewise. Okay. So that's a better understanding of positioning, though it is not much in the async. So now we enter communicating and delivering positioning, which is marketing mix. Level 3 of a marketing management, level 3. Level 1 and level 2, everything is internal. Level 3 is going to the consumer now. So that is communicating and delivering your positioning. How do you do that? And why it is written that marketing mix is, why it is written as communicating and delivering positioning? Because level 1 and 2, you create something that differentiates you. Sir, what term can we give for positioning of Apple? Means Satish, I have not understood. What is an Apple positioning? You have to uh, ultra friendly, intuitive brand. You can say that way. That's an ultra friendly and intuitive brand, or an innovative user interface brand, or an innovative. Apple is known for innovation. When world was going towards Walkman, Sony, after introduction of a Walkman, I don't think so. You may be aware there was a small cassette player kind of a thing. You put into your belt, and like this wire, And the world has changed for everybody. That was Walkman. And then after that, many companies have come, National and all. Apple thought this is not what we are. And they came with small iPad, I know iPad or something they call this. We just latch it here and you are through. Okay. Thank you, Akash. I appreciate that you found out. I think guys use this link. It has an article, gives you different perspective, very intellectual level article. So don't by reading, don't get confused. Okay. So we enter into communicating your positioning through product, price, place, and promotion. But today we are only going to cover three. So I am entering product strategy. So you see, I'm just repeating this. We have now entered marketing mix, third phase, marketing mix, and in that there are four: product, place, price, promotion. We will be starting with that. Product is the first one. Okay. Now product level. So the product has a different strategic perspective. First one is a level, then comes the product mix, etc. Product level. What is the? It is generally divided into three. You might see another article talking about 4 and 5 level. Don't get confused. At your level, sufficient to know. So how it is? A car is a core product or a base product. So generally, see, I have just for your clarity written core benefit. So every time when you define a product, so I have done this because I have been into automobile. So we have to give that core benefit. Core benefit is the core product. Core product is not actual tangible product. Core benefit you have to give. So when I was a brand for the three-wheeler, okay, point to point economic travel, point to point economic travel. That was a three-wheeler core benefit. 5 stars and can say the most luxurious room on rent. Okay, 7 star can say something. So that's the core benefit is your core product. Then you actually create a product. So that's an actual product or a basic product, which is essentially the structure of three-wheeler, the seats, the driver's seat and motor and all. That's the actual product. Okay. You create rooms with basic ambience. That's the base product. What is augmented? You now augment. You give something add-on. Something you add on. Extended warranty. Dell. Pay only 2000 and take 3 years extended warranty. Augmentation. Okay. Pay only this thing and move to the suites of our hotel. So that's again, or there also they create semi-deluxe, deluxe, super deluxe. Again, augmentation is given. Deluxe will have everything better than the semi-deluxe, etc. Receipt book offered with the purchase of kitchen appliances, augmented product. No, that's a promotional side. Okay, it is only with the. So to link with that, we recently purchased Samsung O1 free class with Sanjeev Kapoor. Okay, so that you can say an augmentation because an expert, world famous expert, is going to teach a recipe using Samsung oven. So that way, my wife's flair, she herself realized many features which she was not aware of. The feature you are taught, but how to manipulate that feature to cook certain item. So nowadays we enjoy that. Okay. So you see, promotion side is not augmentation, but giving you the 3 year extended warranty just for rupees two, or you see, Skoda came first time with 3 years maintenance free. So that's an augmentation. Okay, free maintenance, augmentation. So we will study that as I have just to give you, I have taken a car example. Vehicle or mobility is a core benefit. Mobility is a benefit of any car. Okay. Now the base product, if you see, now this is about the basic product or actual product. What you see, the feature, packaging, design, brand. Those are the aspects for the basic product. The basic product has to have certain basic features, right? Compact, mileage, seating, luggage compartment. Packaging means they've done some bit of a three different variants, 7 colors. etc. Types of upholstery. Design is hatchback, tall body back. This thing ARI approved. The AR Automotive Research Association of India is a apex body. Only if they approve your car, it is roadworthy to sell. And the brand, which is a Maruti from the house of Suzuki, leader in people's car category. So that makes a basic product for you. Okay, so basic products, some of the aspects are features, packaging, design, quality, brand, and this will remain same even if you talk about five-star, seven-star hotel. Okay, this feature, packaging, design, quality, brand will remain same. Now we look at augmentation. Augmentation will cover things like delivery, warranty, after sales, payment term, installation. This may vary from product to service. Okay. So now here, what is augmented by Alto? Alto augmentation is delivery. Your dealership of Alto will take care of puja during delivery, giving you insurance ready, roadworthy paper, RTO paper in place. So that's a service they are giving you free. That's an augmentation. They are offering you additional service. Warranty 1 year against manufacturing defects. Extended on additional payment. So that's what augmentation. After sales service. 6 free after sales service. After you purchase a car, 6 times you can come to our workshop, no labor cost. Okay, only the part cost is charged. Payment terms, lower down payment, EMI, etc. Now Amazon is, remember, trying to augment itself. You see all the Amazon dekh lena, low EMI, exchange, blah blah. Now they are trying to augment themselves, that they are an augmented product. That is what they are trying to say. And installation. So various installations they facilitate, accessories, etc. They today now the salesman is responsible before delivery. Tell customers to hand over his mobile. He downloads like a Mahindra if by your car you are buying. Then with you Hamesha. That's an app they will download. Then they will tell you, sir, this app has every detail. You will know reminders of your services and offers and free service camp and various things you will hear here. So that's kind of things when you provide to customer, that's an augmentation of the product, which is at times a different product also, or at times it is a various service bouquet is given to you as an augmentation. If they come with the EV and petrol variant, that's also an augmentation, one can say. So different level of product also can be an augmentation. Okay. Another strategic aspect is product mix, the concept of product mix. You have product item, a specific product, Lux soap. Okay. So that's a specific product item. Product line, Hindustan Unilever makes so many soap, Hamam, Rexona, Lux, Dove. So what it becomes? Product line. Okay. Hindustan Lever is not only in the soaps. They make oral hygiene products. They make hair care products. Okay. So they make different, so they have a different product lines. So that different product line makes a product mix. So we will look at that. Personal wash, Lux Liril. So okay, I should have done this before. So Lux Liril like an item, then it's a personal wash. These are this thing, a line, and then product mix is this. This is the product mix of Hindustan Unilever, HUL. So you see there is a home and personal care is one category, beverage is another category. Now under that, there are product lines. Home and personal care is a personal wash, which is Lux, Lifebuoy, Liril, Hamam, whatnot. Laundry, Surf Excel, Wheel, Reen. Skin care, Bonds, Fair and Lovely, Vaseline. Hair care, Clinic Plus, Sunsilk, there may be others. Oral care, Pepsodent, Close Up, Dio, X and Rexona. In beverages, tea, Brook Bond, Lipton, coffees, Brew. So you see, this is product item. Lux, Liril, Lipton, Brook Bond is product item. Product line is a tea is a product line, or personal wash is a product line, because so many product item come under that. Okay. And This entire personal wash, laundry, skin care, hair care, oral care, deodorant makes it one category, tea and coffee makes it another. But this personal wash, laundry, skin care, oral care, deo, tea, coffee is a product width. So many product line makes a product mix, and this is the entire product mix of Hindustan Unilever. So that's a strategic aspect, sir. Okay. You also have a depth. Now see, under the Liril will be available 100 grams, 300 gram, Liril Rose, Liril Chameli, Mogra, whatever, likewise. Or you have different SKU, Brook Bond 500 grams, 1 kg. So that is all depth of the brands. So collectively, the length, width, and depth makes a product mix. Now, there are strategic aspects to that. So, that is what one has to understand why this is just not a learning, but there are strategic aspects that the marketeer has to do. You can, first thing you can do is introduce a new product line. HUL can probably introduce something more. Okay, eye care. Suppose eye care, I'm just giving you, okay, an example. So, under home and personal care, they can probably introduce eye care. So that's a line. So first strategy is how do you flourish your product portfolio or using product strategy or product mix? Please remember, question will clearly state product mix, then only this will come. If question says product strategies, then you will have to cover levels essentially. Okay. Product mix strategy, you add a line, lengthen the product line. Lengthen the product line means now you have Lux, Lifebuoy, Liril, Hammam, this thing, etc. Bring one more so. So you are lengthening the product line. So either add one more line unique, lengthen the product line. So here, that has been mentioned. And deepen the product mix. Deepen. And now see, Maggi is available in 17 varieties. Do you know that in Maggi, Mumbai chaat also is a flavor available? So that is all depth. They are offering various SKU under Maggi noodle. Okay. So three strategies based on product mix, new product line, lengthen the product line, and deepen the product mix by introducing variations of product under each product. Clear? Then the third strategic aspect is all about product life cycle. Like a human being after birth dies down, that's the same thing. You develop a product that is before R&D, then you introduce the product in the market. Initially low volume, but you have to spend a lot on marketing. So low profitability, high marketing spend, low volume. So that's the introduction phase is also that you are not tap the market fully. However, scalability is being planned. Okay. And high on Marco means you have planned during introduction that I will first start with 4 major metros, then go to tier 1, then go to tier 2, then start rural marketing. But while introduction, you are only in some of the major metros and you are now entering other metros. So that's the stage of introduction. Untapped market is more. Then the tapped market scalability is of course planned, but you are high on Marcom. You have to talk a lot. Then comes the growth. Whatever that you have spoken and you have spreaded your market. I have been now into tier 1, tier 2. Your marketing communication is effective. People have started pulling. Marketing is all about pulling. Started buying your product, rebuying, etc. So the growth will come. You will go much faster. Earlier 5%, 10%, now you will grow 20% in third year, 30% in fourth year, 35% in fifth year. Okay, so your growth will come. During that, what happens? Product is well accepted, your Marcom is effective, therefore demand is rising, new buyers are buying, repeat purchases are happening. You have opened new markets, so you are tapping new markets. So you can, because of the effectiveness of earlier Marcom, you can bring down your marketing spend. You can remain at an average level, growth will still come. What happens beyond the point, the maturity starts coming in. Now, say the peak was like 40% last year you grew. Now, what will happen? Your growth will become 30 over previous years, then it will become 25, then it will become 20, then it will become 10. So, it is the indication that the maturity has come because your per annum growth is not more than the previous cycle. Okay, so the maturity has come. Now, here what happens then? Stabilize or static growth, gradual decline is setting in. You require now promotion. That is sales promotion, more essentially. Okay, one per one free, or 30% off, or 30% extra toothpaste, whatever. You have to look at your product strategy, either introduce line, lengthen line, or deepen line. Okay. You have to see your pricing strategy. We will be studying it. Marcom mix has to change. If you are more on advertising, you may have to move to personal selling, more through one-to-one selling, because advertising is costly. Okay. You may have to get into direct marketing, one-to-one marketing. So Marcom mix has to change. However, all said and done, there will be time where the decline will come. Okay. Now you are just not growing 5 years. Your volume is even less than the third year of your launch, etc. So it's a clear indication now that you will have to think of withdrawing the product. So, however, when the decline is coming, you tend to arrest the decline. When decline is coming, you tend to arrest the decline. So, in the biggest challenge of marketeer that I have also faced as a marketeer is to extend the maturity line. Extend. Don't allow decline to set in. Extend the maturity line. That's the stage where heavy promotion, new target groups, direct marketing, etc., all has been tried to extend the maturity line. But when the decline is inevitable, heavy promotion, look at your product strategy. Maybe you will now start constraining you cannot think of adding product length because that product is not moving. So you can't add another line, product in the line, etc. You will start curtailing. You will start curtailing the depth. You were probably offering 200 grams, 500 grams, 1 kg. Now may offer just 500 and 1 kg or just 200 and 500 gram. Okay, that way you will have to start curtailing yourself. That's a realignment of a product strategy. Find some new target group who will buy continuously from you. So that's kind of a Marcom strategy, marketing reality. So this you need to know. The bottom boxes you need to know very hard. That's the strategy part. No marketer will ask you a question like, what is product life cycle? Okay, I will give you a product status and the product, and I'll say, okay, you as a marketer will do what? So that's what these bottom boxes are important. So are we clear with the product strategy? Because now I enter the pricing strategy. Clear with the product strategy, friends? Okay. So pricing. Now there is some thing is given to you. This is from my own life. Let's see what you have to say. One automaker specific brand was a market leader. It was almost a monopoly over 3 decades. Competition inroad was not looking threatening. At some point, however, sales started getting impacted adversely. Beyond a point, competition, this thing has started impacting. Sales and marketing heads meet sector president, head of that, and request for approving massive discount. Okay. Brand team members also were invited into this conversation. After hearing senior most people in sales and marketing and the brand guy, not only that product, the one which was a 3 decade leader, other brand guy also were invited. So I was party because I would belong to that other brand category guy. But sector president asked everybody our individual view. After hearing everyone, he gets up and says, okay, from tomorrow onwards, from tomorrow onwards, go and sell this product free. but I want 100% market share. क्या होगा? I want 100% market share. Each one jumped in our chair. We said, Arey, sir, how can it be? Okay. Sir, we have equity in the market. Sir, people may read it wrong. Sir, people have their own choices. So it is not that everybody will buy our product. Sir, every customer may not want our vehicle. So what is your regarding the right pricing? Will we get 100%? So you see वो रूम में बहुत गर्माहट आ गई थी. A customer having set of preference need will not even accept for free etc. Yeah, I mean वो रूम में बहुत and at the end, the one who was a non-MBA sector president tells all IIM and NMIMS, MBA, etc. Hey guys, you only gave answer to your problem. Hey guys, you only gave answer to your problem. Customers have a set of preference, needs are different. They will not accept this. Giving free may dent my brand. So he said, you only have answered your problem. So you see, he was trying to tell us that pricing has a relativity to the utility, to the brand positioning, to what are you meeting customer needs or not. So he told us, guy, go back to your table, go back to the design and look backwards. What is it that you are not meeting the customer need? Start from there and build this brand. Okay. And then the history was created. This brand guy was also very good and created a brand. I am giving an example of a Bolero. When Scorpio was launched, Bolero got affected adversely. But later on, even Bolero has come out with that female orientation, that Bolero can be driven even by females. So at that time, Bolero was shown female driving and making boys go around and struggle, and likewise, and Bolero sale also picked up. So you see, that's what. So now let's understand pricing is a revenue to the company, most flexible to handle. That's the only source of revenue. Everything else is a spend, kharcha, including positioning and including advertising, promotion, direct marketing, whatever you may say. It's all kharcha. That's the only revenue generating handle. Okay. But it is very flexible. But flexibility may impact the bottom line. Price also plays an equally important role in positioning. Okay. So let's understand pricing strategies. Okay. There are three types of pricing strategy. Now, very often I have found you all getting confused between broader pricing strategy and product pricing strategy. So I will come there. I am talking about the broader pricing strategy, the cost. There is a cost oriented pricing. Details are there in your listing. But suppose I am producing 50,000 small toys and my total cost of production is per toy is 10 rupees. And I will say I need at least 20 rupees per toy I make. So 100 plus 20, 120 is my price. Or I might say, come what may, I need 20%. So you can have the margin set as a percentage of the cost or one fixed amount. So cost base is one approach to pricing. It gives you the floor price. Floor price. So that's because this is what minimum you have to get to be profitable. Okay, cost price, right? Second comes value. You see, DHL, I was charging 3 times more than the other courier guy to send the form to the foreign university. Value, they were offering value. For example, Cadbury without change in price, just by changing the promotion, can the market share be increased? Is it always that the product needs to be tweaked? Yeah, Srijit, yesterday so much yesterday whether you were present, I don't know. I shared that Cadbury example. Na? Cadbury is a classic story of using all the levels of marketing. From a kids only image, they understood that adult needs to be attracted. So you have to make a product for adults. You have to then promote so that kuch baat hai zindagi mein. In our era, this ad came as a boy hitting a six and girl rushing into the ground. Now you see a different way. Girl team hitting the girl, a member of the team, girl team hitting a six, and the Sardar is walking in the ground. But same tune, kuch baat hai zindagi mein. So adult customers were invited. Having won them, they realized market needs to be expanded. So they looked at sweet market. Indian consume lot of sweets. Can we grab something? So आज रक्षाबंधन है मीठा हो जाए, आज ये है मीठा हो जाए, ईद है मीठा हो जाए, दिवाली है मीठा हो, कुछ मीठा हो जाए. दैट्स व्हाट दे डिड इट. ओके, आज पहली तारीख है मीठा हो जाए. सो दैट आल्सो वाज वन ट्वीकर. So that's how. So price and this thing has to play no doubt together as such, but one or the other only will work is not right. Okay. Product did change. Now, why are you not understanding? Yeah? Was the kid that was the only chocolate? The simplest chocolate was available at that time for kids. Later, kurkure, kya kya? Sorry, they have a crackle, they have a fruit and nut, they have almond. This thing. So many products have come by. That is to attract the adult consumer. Okay. So that's I was talking about value pricing. DHL charges 3 times, but it gives me assurance, guaranteed and real-time update. So 3 time pricing. So what was 200, 300 rupees? They were charging 1,000 rupees. But what if Blue Dart comes in and announces that foreign, university form transfer at 500 rupees only? So competition brings the ceiling ability to. However, the company which is strong on value have a choice whether to get guided by the ceiling that competition is imposing or believe in your value and continue to price. DHL believed in their value. Many competitions have tried to create a ceiling for them, but they knew what they are offering. They continued with their value driven pricing. So there are those 3 types of pricing. Unfortunately, again, I may not be able to jump this out here. No, guys. Command. Where you have this PDF available. PDF, the link will play. That is, please see this film. Guys, before you enter term and exam, I want you to definitely see this film. Question is there or not, don't ask me. But without seeing this film, you will not be able to write very well. Okay. If time permits, you will see this as we move forward. Okay. It's about 10 minutes film. All right. So that's a component model. Now, you see the word product mix pricing. When it comes to product mix you have understood. There are various types of alternative pricing strategies are there. But when I ask a pricing strategy, simple question on pricing strategy, people write about product mix pricing and they don't write about this. So you suffer a lot. Okay. So this I so see the minimum to recover perceived value and competition sets the floor. Uh, so product mix pricing. If the question says product mix pricing, then this alternative other pricing strategy should be referred. I'm just asking you. Identify the pricing strategy. Async you have done, you have appeared for exam. Lifebuoy is available at 10, 20 to 29. Rexona is 28 and above. Lux is 25, 30, 51, 70 and even at 100 rupees. Dow 173 and above. This is Amazon's price the day I made the slide. Okay. Why like this? Which is a pricing strategy they are adopting? Which is a product mix pricing strategy they are adopting? Anybody? There are different types of product mix pricing, right? There are different types of product mix pricing strategy. Singh Kumar is saying product line. I want to dispute. Anybody? There are product line, optional, captive, byproduct, product bundle. Yunus is saying cost base. Do you think Yunus Hindustan Unilever will work only on cost base? Multinational company, why? Compensatory pricing, no. So Singh Kumar, though I disputed, the right answer is the product line pricing. Product line, they make several products. Now they make several products, several brands are created to serve different segment of the market. Each segment has a different strata of the society. The one who is buying love will not be buying Lux. And the one who Lifebuoy, the one who is buying Lifebuoy may not have a capacity, ability, and willingness to buy Dove. Okay, yeah. Different product price is a wrong answer. It's a product line pricing. When the question is product mix pricing strategy, and if this is a scenario given, it is a product line pricing. Product line pricing, if I have to go back, this is a product line, Lux, Lifebuoy, Liril. Lifebuoy is the lowest. Okay. So low income, Majdoor class, and all, this thing. So the one who's buying Lifebuoy may not have an ability and willingness to buy Dove 175 and above. Okay. However, there are higher middle class and higher, so like Liril, you have Breeze, kind of other soaps. So product lines are created and brands are created to serve different strata and segment of the market, and therefore they are priced differently. So it's a product line pricing. Okay. What is this pricing? You buy a printer for which the cartridge also needs to be purchased, which has been priced separately. You buy a razor, but then every time you have to buy blades. Okay. So probably you give the base product cheaper, but you recover through this thing. So Ankit is saying, Singh Kumar is saying captive. Yeah, so I think दो जन बोले तो सही होगा captive product pricing. Okay. Here company has a higher margin on repeat purchase than the base product. Margin I'm saying, and that's how they recover. What is this? Oh, sorry. Buy it with this, they give you that you buy the headphone, buy additionally this, total price is this. Okay, which is less than the sum total of both, less than the sum total of both. So that's a product bundle pricing. Okay, yeah. What is this price? Refinery, the crude comes from the crude, petrol is made, diesel is made, then a specific auto lubricant is made. Okay, what is this? Singh Kumar's के फंडा अच्छे goods by product pricing. Okay. So this is a marketing mix pricing strategy. If I am once again repeating, if the question states marketing mix or identify which marketing mix pricing is used, then one of this. There are two types of questions. Friends, you have to be careful, especially during term end, where, if this kind of situation is given, only one answer is right. Only one answer is right. No matter what. And if the right answer is a bundle pricing, you write by product and you give all justification, that answer will be wrong. So such answer where there is only one answer is only a right answer, think twice before you write. Recall features, etc. appropriately and then decide and write. Okay. But if I say, okay, right, base pricing strategy, I just ask you pricing strategies, list different pricing strategies, and which one will you adopt? Some product will be given. So then three of this. Okay, and then from there you write about three and write which one you think you will take for the product that has been mentioned and give justification. But when this question is asked, you write the other answer, then that's wrong. Totally wrong. I cannot give any mark. How beautiful you may have written this. Okay. There are other pricing strategies. Optional feature pricing. So optional product pricing, optional feature pricing. Hotel room with the view. Valley view more costly than the swimming pool view or a main road view. Okay. So very, when you go to hill stations and all, there are special prices for a valley view room. Okay. Two-part pricing. Two-part pricing not given here in your AC. Additionally, I am just teaching you when you go to amusement park, first they charge you entry. Minimum ये तो देना ही है per person. And then every ride you pay. Every ride that you take, you pay. Or you buy additional coupon, refundable. Okay. So there's a two-part pricing. Entry price and then as you consume. Two-part pricing. So steps involved in pricing, async content hai. I will just broadly touch base upon. More theories available, but I don't want to miss out your link as such. But time also I have to manage. Okay. So guys, select the objective. What is an objective? Profit maximization, penetration, grow market share. What is it? You know, that is your objective for which you are setting your pricing strategy in motion. Determine the demand. So demand has a two aspects. Volume available means there are different situations. There is a good demand and supply is less. Means the competition is also not able to match up with the production that we can supply everybody. So now there is a scarcity. So scarcity allows you to charge premium, extra high price. So determining the demand is from the point of view of what is the total volume and what is the supply situation in the market. Okay, if supply is bad, charge. But if there is an excess supply, if there are many industries allowing competition, free competition, वो सब अच्छी बात है. But many times people blindly enter, creating a surplus capacity. Demand is 100, but the capacity is there to produce 200. So what is happening? Demand can be easily met. So now there is a less possibility of your charging unwarrantedly high. So that's about demand, estimating the cost. So that's all, you know, cost at least you should have a complete idea, fixed cost, variable cost, marginal cost, etc. So that at least you should aim to recover. Competitive analysis. Now, competitive analysis is done from two perspectives. What is their product? What are the features and what they are charging? What is their product? What is the value they are offering? And then what is they are charging? What is their product? What is the positioning they have? Means premium, they are attacking premium market or they are attacking me too or they are attacking luxury segment. What is their positioning and their pricing? So you analyze it, then you decide where you are going to be. Where you are going to be. If the person is in the luxury positioning, competition most, and you are going to be into semi-luxury, then you have a scope available, but of course you have to see their pricing. So that's a complete analysis of a competitive. Then select your pricing model. So what is the right model for you? Cost, value, or competition? So that's what you have to decide. Then for the mix also you have to decide. If you are deciding the mix, then the line pricing or byproduct pricing, etc. So that's what comes here. And then finally select your pricing at which you will introduce your product or next year marketing objective, profit or market capture. Yes, Pritpa. So accordingly you select your pricing. So there's a 6 steps to pricing. So we have finished that also. We enter the third and the last segment for today, live session 3, because I've been repeatedly telling promotion is getting covered in live session 4. Okay. So, so first I will take the theory part. How do you go about channel strategy or a place strategy? So there are 3 aspects that one need to consider. Okay. What is the structure that you are going to have? So again, there are 2 aspects, vertical structure. So whether you are going to have wholesaler, state distributor, agents, and then going to retailer, or you have horizontal channel also. You are there in vertical, you are also there online, or you have, say, like Lenskart started with online. Now they have a brick and mortar model also. Means they have certain shops in certain cities also. So you can order on Lenskart, get a delivery, or you can go to this brick and mortar shop to actually feel the spectacles and order online and get it at home, whichever way you can do. Okay. So channel structure, vertical, horizontal, both, whatever that you have to decide. Now that decision factors impacting your channel decision. So that there are various factors that impact your channel decisions. So that factors are, I have given you arrow connectivity, factors such as marketing related factors. So marketing related factors are total demand, total supply, competitive demand, competitive supplies, competitive product mix, product line, competitive, chain network, how they are reaching their consumer. So that's a marketing, factors, product related factors. Whether your product is perishable, not perishable, etc. Whether it requires air conditioning while transporting, or whether it requires air conditioning at the distribution end or a retailer end. So like thumbs up or say ice creams required during transportation, even at the end point. So there are various product related issues, okay, that one need to be aware about. Okay, manufacturer related factors. So this is a manufacturer related factor is your production limitation, your technology limitation, your capacity limitation. Market may go very high, but you have not invested in additional capacity, so you cannot produce more and capture the market. Now, if that is the case, you cannot have large network also established. Network will see na, कि by whether you can supply them the product or not. So that's what network would like to see. So that's where that's where they will look into your manufacturing limitations. So your factors impacting your channel decisions are three: marketing, product, and manufacturer wise. Now the marketing factors I have specifically separated for you as given in the AC. Where does the consumer expect to buy the product from? Now, when I need a toffee, I don't want to go very far. So I have to, toffee should be an eclair. I will not walk 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers to buy eclair. Therefore, it is available with panwalas. The moment I am out of my building, eclair is available, Cadbury is available. Okay. Where does the consumer expect to buy? Most nearest place. Okay. The willingness of the channel intermediary to market the products. The second part is looking at the market condition, demand supply gap, etc., the kind of product it is channel ready to be partnering with you? Is channel uh, supporting such kind of a product movement? So that's a channel willingness. Third is profit margin that the channel intermediary expects. Many times channel intermediary is revolted on original manufacturer because original manufacturer is not approving higher margin. Then in that case, you have to be very sensitive to their expectation of margin that they want to earn. Okay, that also will a marketing factor. And last is the location and the geographic concentration of the customers. If your customer is only geographically concentrated, no point in having a very wide network. Okay, even have a dealer in the non-fast, where there's no market, pointless. Nobody will come to you. Okay, so these are those four marketing factors makes the second factor, and then the another product and manufacturing related factor make the second point of your channel selection decision. Factors impacting channel decision and intensity of the distribution channel. Now that is where the consumer expects to buy. And other factors, intensity. I'm going to talk about that. However, there is a model of distribution, direct distribution and indirect distribution. I have told you that horizontal distribution, which I spoke about, it is either company own website. Now you see Nestle has also started, HUL. There's so many distributors. Their products are available to you as the closest shop. Still, they provide you online now. Okay. Or you have E-Mart like Flipkart, Amazon, etc. So there's online retailer. There's an indirect distribution, which is a vertical distribution, as we generally say, which is carrying and forwarding agent. Then comes the wholesale or the distributor, and finally it reaches the retailer. So each distributor serves certain number of retailers or certain retailers in certain area. So if overall in Mumbai there will be more than one distributor, so then company assigned to them, you serve North Mumbai, you serve South Mumbai, you serve Central Mumbai. So likewise they do it. So that's an indirect and direct distribution. So this direct distribution is also known as a zero distribution. This is known as a leveled distribution. Your async uses that term. So question can come any which ways. Okay. Reverse flow bhul jao. It's not much. I wanted to just give you an idea. This is a part of a reverse logistics or a reverse flow. Like for example, today you are familiar, not that you are not familiar. You ordered through Amazon, you didn't like, you want to send it back. So they collect. No, there is a collection mechanism also. So that's a reverse flow channel, which is different many times. Okay. Now we get into this, understanding this part. Third point, intensity of the distribution channel. That is a third factor of a decision. I am asking you, Kit Kat is available at Panwala General Store Chemist. What kind of distribution they have? Akash is saying intensive. I want to contradict. Anybody? Oh, Singh Kumar is also saying intensive. तो मुझे मानना पड़ेगा, I think. Yes, an intensive distribution. Raymond's sells it to Raymond Exclusive Shop, Babubai, Jagjivan Das, and couple of other stores. Guy. Number of retailers are more. Yes, yes. Which kind of distribution is this? Raymond selling through Raymond Shop, Babubai, Jagjivan Das. थोड़ा सोच लो ठाकुर आशीष Ankit is right. Selective. You will have no stationery is not available at Panwala medical shop. You will have to go to stationery shop. Xerox components are available at a particular place. So likewise, this is a selective distribution. Okay. Now I am coming to this pictorially. Specific exterior, specifics interior, specific uniforms, training of art of customer handling to the employee. Oh God, I should have asked. That's an exclusive. So this is an exclusive. That's only pending. This is the Toyota, this thing. Okay. So let's have a look at this film. Something they're disabled, but let me use this. Using this, I am breaching the code of conduct. But YouTube, this is an embedded video using an official route. I should get that YouTube, icon, then I can play there. But it's not coming. Okay. The ad is started. One second. There is a previous ad.
Starbucks first opened its doors in 1971 in Seattle, while
Marketing
Starbucks'
mix.
first international location opened in 1987
About
in Vancouver,
7
Canada.
minutes. I'll
Starbucks
jump
make
little
one cup
bit.
in one neighborhood at a time. We'll be looking at a strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats for Starbucks, analyzing the urban dweller market and looking at their marketing mix for their evening's menu. To start, let's
We were not
analyze Victoria's
studying
high for
the
Starbucks. Earlier on in its inception, Starbucks' major competitors were smaller coffee shops and cafes. However, as the industry progressed, numerous other specialty coffee shops entered, causing firms to compete more aggressively for market space. Starbucks' reputation, trademark, and products are highly differentiated from its major competitors, which has helped contribute to its success. Starbucks' major competitors consist of Dunkin' Donuts, Blends Coffee, Second Cup, Seattle's Best Coffee, as well as many other local coffee shops. Starbucks also indirectly competes with one of the largest companies in the fast food industry, McDonald's, who has recently begun
we are
selling
studying
blended coffee
marketing mix. This
beverages.
film I'm
Our
showing you from
positioning grid
marketing
tells us
mix
that Starbucks is
perspective.
the leader and innovator of quality coffee.
Perception
Looking at
map.
this SWOT analysis, we find that although Starbucks is sitting high in the coffee empire, they still need to watch out for competitors such as McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. The atmosphere for its coffee, Starbucks may alienate by charging a high price of pricing strategy. By charging a high price for its coffee, Starbucks may alienate the potential markets as consumers are willing to spend less on luxury items because of the weak economy. The largest opportunity that Starbucks has is in developing countries, such as China and India, as there are several 100 million potential consumers that could become loyal to Starbucks.
CD Step. Starbucks built up a culture that shows diversity and inclusion, and they expect all leaders to build a diverse workforce towards the customers and suppliers. Starbucks' vital customers are men and women aged 25 to 40, as they account for almost half of its revenue.
Segmentation.
40% of Starbucks sales come from young adults aged 18 to 24. Starbucks is tailored towards an adult audience. It is leaving out potential market of children. The society seems to be health and socially conscious. Starbucks have most of their cups made of recyclable materials, and customers can bring their own cups to reduce waste. Social media allows Starbucks to engage with customers more conveniently than traditional advertising. Starbucks increased their products' prices globally due to the price increases on coffee beans. Therefore, there was an increase in net income from 2010 to 2014.
The marketing mix in relation to Starbucks looks at the price, place, promotion, and products of Starbucks. We discovered that the current marketing mix is appropriate for its target market of urban dwellers and have prepared recommendations for the marketing mix of the evening's menu. The first element of the mix is price. Starbucks charges premium prices for its products, which are typically more expensive than major competitors. Its global prices are sensitive to the price of coffee beans, and its tea prices are based on the number of tea bags with which they provide, both of which determines the value of sales. Next is place. Since its growth, Starbucks has reached over 1,400 locations in 68 countries worldwide. Starbucks retail stores are located in high visibility and high traffic locations. Their positioning strategy has gone from a focus strategy to a pure differentiation strategy, being that they no longer cater to a single geographic location. Starbucks consumers can purchase products in retail locations, online, through their rewards program, or using any other method of payment that Starbucks accepts. The third element of the mix is promotion. Starbucks promotes quality over price, as indicated by the fact that they charge a premium for their services and constantly seek customer feedback. Starbucks introduced the Starbucks card in 2001, which allows customers to preload money onto their cards, making the shopping experience effortless while also providing rewards. One part of Starbucks' reward program includes providing customers with a free beverage after every 12 purchases. In addition, loyal customers can become gold members and receive special tailored promotions. Starbucks reaches its customer base through promoting their products across various social media channels as well as other online methods. The last element in the mix is product. Starbucks products consist of coffee, pastries, sandwiches, coffee merchandise, handcrafted beverages, which include frappuccinos and other non-coffee beverages such as smoothies and iced beverages, and they also have their Tazo tea line. However, coffee is the core product of Starbucks. The target market we will focus on is the urban dweller segment.
City centers are a major source of revenue for any retail company, and the same holds true for Starbucks. Urban dwellers already make up 49% of Starbucks' customer base. They are affluent, tech-savvy individuals that cherish a healthy lifestyle and tend to a high standard of living. Urban dwellers can be identified as young adults aged 25 to 40 that live in urban centers throughout the world. They tend to be professional individuals with incomes upwards of $60,000 a year. They have strict routines, get their morning dose of caffeine before work, and enjoy relaxing with friends and socializing after a long day of work. Therefore, urban dwellers are the ideal target segment for the Starbucks evenings menu.
We will now be recommending new marketing strategies. The new target market has a steady income, so Starbucks doesn't
So
need to
this I'm
change
stopping.
prices.
It's a little lengthy.
However, only
This was done to just give you an idea about uh, marketing mix. So you gave that. Pritpal, you are right. But okay, that's still a breach of code of conduct uh, as per the guideline. Because what happens, the and it is monitored. I occasionally get an email. It is monitored. So earlier, when I got a mail from NMIMS, I thought they are just threatening us. But I do get at times. Now, just to show you, how to insert official video that you can play. This is how it has been done. You have this pre-insert, then go to video, and then there is this online video. You connect, and whatever link that you have picked up from YouTube, etc., you have to paste it here. You can search also and paste it, and that insert is considered as a legal. So whenever you will play that, the credit, that number of views will go to the person who has created that film. If I do it this way, I am depriving the creator the credit. So anyhow, that's just for this thing. Ultimately, I have to do this. Uh, Now, evaluate the marketing mix of McDonald in India. This is just a discussion. If anybody would like to come forward, anybody? If you want to speak, I can activate the mic. Chatting may be a little difficult. What say? Okay, guys, Pranjay has put in a feedback link. Kindly do share your feedback. Yes, I know the session one and session two was full of a bit of a technical issues. So for which I have apologized. Today was a smooth this thing. So do give your proper feedback, which is more on content, quality, depth, interactiveness, etc. Many times feedback come out of frustration of technology, which is not the part of a feedback actually. But yes, I am also, if I'm in your place, I would have done that way. Like yesterday, I just couldn't connect last 5 minutes. I tried, but I just couldn't connect. By the time I connected, it was already time passed by us. Anybody? I wish to thank Pranjay, our moderator for today, taking time out to be overall monitoring and supporting us. Guys, anybody would like to talk, or should I only talk? So, the McDonald is attracting, first they started with young thugs. That's how they entered in India. Then they brought the family, concepts. They later on, as you see, the breakfast concept also was brought in. They started talking specifics of breakfast, kind of thing. So they always evaluate, and they decided out of various segments available to them which one they will target. Okay. And to have the positioning also very clear, they've decided not to serve non-veg in India, etc., when they entered. And also, there are ways that one should see that exclusivity. Product range is expanded like anything. Earlier, it was more a European menu. Now it is Indianized as such. So that's what the care is to be taken, that your product is to match with. So you see, we studied the product level, product mix, that is line, width, etc. So that's what they have. Okay. Price wise, they will, as they do not have really a depth much in the line, because ultimately it's a brand. After that, under the reps, you have various products, cheese wraps, this wraps, etc. But that's where the pricing are. Otherwise, there's nothing like a separate branded, burgers or French fries, etc. No, like it is not that way. So prices are more tweaked with the change in the product content. Places, they have an exclusive place, yeah. Okay, so that's where they serve this. Of course, it's a mostly franchise. That's another concept under the distribution, though it is not part of your thing. But today the world is growing into franchising. Okay, very franchising this thing they do. Well, what happens? The brand is built a brand, but they cannot be world over. Now that's where you have learned from market, you have set your process which gives you profit. You have developed your infrastructure, IT programs. Now, why not give it to somebody who can run it? That's a concept called franchising. You see all this Domino's, Pizza Huts, all this, McDonald's, they are mostly franchise outlet, not necessarily company outlet. That's why many times company puts up, specific announcement, company outlet, Nike and all you see, they're all franchise. But then some outlet, they will write company outlet. So that's one run by company. So that's what retail in 2020. I think in your case, you see this is just it's a very just a knowledgeable thing film. Nothing to do with the content, but I'm showing you this because here they are showing how various tools on the online you integrate and you can. Now, unfortunately, this link I have not done. It doesn't give me the link either, yeah. It doesn't show me link. Next time I will keep in mind. No. You should be able to play on your PDF. Or I will make now one file. Smart guy. Thank you. मैं ही भूल गया. It's an interesting film. Don't feel I'm wasting time.
क्या आपको अपने ऑफिस के लिए स्टाफ चाहिए या आपके बॉस या एचआर स्टाफ हायर करना चाहते हैं?
1,000 years. Everything will change.
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the gas.
Stores will behave more like websites, and websites more like stores. The fundamentals of what a store is, its purpose and function, is already changing. These are the 5 biggest technologies that will affect your shopping experience.
Though it talks about technology,
Increasingly,
but I felt
retailers are
from
using
distribution
beacons to
perspective,
enhance
very
in-store experiences while simultaneously bridging your physical and online experiences. Beacons are small, wireless devices that transmit a continuous radio signal. The signal ID is detected by smartphones that send the ID to a cloud server. The server can then push targeted content to the device. Bluetooth Low Energy, BLE, is a technology behind beacons, and it provides device
Unfortunately, in India, we
location
don't
on a
use
very
Bluetooth,
micro level,
that
down to a single
security
store
still
aisle, for
bothers you.
instance. This means that if you have opted in, retailers will be able to gather data not only on your movements, but also be able to push content to your device. Say you're walking past your favourite department store and they're having a sale. With a beacon nearby, your phone could alert you to the sale. From a retailer's perspective, the data collection aspect of beacons is arguably more important than sales. They will be able to use the information to better segment customers and advertise accordingly. Stores like Macy's and Barney's have already deployed beacons. Retailers are no longer content to identify us via swipe of a loyalty card at the point of sale. They want to identify us as soon as we enter the store. The iPhone X has helped to normalise facial recognition, and using this technology, retailers aim to provide a customised experience. The technology, which uses over 16,000 reference points on your face, was originally designed to support security at events and international airports. By using facial recognition systems, retail staff will know what type of products you buy and what your average spend is, so they can give more love to higher spenders. They'll be able to use software that reads emotion to identify when you are frustrated and notify staff to respond. Of course, the staff that do respond may not be your typical human employees. Meet your new robot shopping assistant.
Hello, I am Oshbot. What are you looking for today?
Robot assistant technology already exists and can greet you in multiple languages. They have built-in 3D scanners with image recognition software to identify items and navigate the store to guide you to the product. If you have an out-of-the-box question that is beyond the robot, it can start a video conference with a human. The robots are not limited to customer interaction and will also move into the supply chain with robots that check stock, find pricing errors and items that have been misplaced. These robots are intelligent enough to navigate existing stores and move around customers. The data these robots gather is compiled and analysed to provide improvement recommendations. Traditional mirrors are out and smart displays are in. Using artificial intelligence, virtual reality and gesture recognition technology, the mirrors can superimpose clothing over your on-screen image. In effect, the mirror becomes a virtual changing room where you can create complete outfits without ever getting undressed. This technology allows you to see all items, even items that are not in stock, and try on dozens of different combinations. To see what the same item would look like in a different colour, just swipe your hand. You can even share your virtual picture on social media, so your friends can give you advice before you buy that new jacket. Oak Labs has a similar product for fitting rooms. When you walk into a fitting room, the mirror comes alive with all the items you have using RFID. You can request other sizes, cuts and colours with the display, and an alert is sent to sales staff to deliver the product to you. Using big data, the sales staff can also bring in additional products that other customers typically buy with those items. Essentially, it brings the ease of online shopping into the tangible world of retail. Retail stores can use this technology not just to measure average time in the fitting room, but also which items have the highest conversion rate. After robot support and interactive displays comes the payment process. Self-service checkouts have existed for over a decade. Paying with your phone or watch is newer, but we will see the rise and fall of this technology. The future of payments is you walking out of the store with your items automatically being scanned and the total being charged to your account. Amazon already has shops that identify you as you enter and automatically charge you as you leave. No need to scan any items. Payment in the future will have no queues, no checkouts, and no hassles.
So while it is fast changing, you all are definitely going to witness. We still have to probably see when can we see this. I think we have finished. Fortunately, I want to see that pricing film. Time is there. Pricing film, yes, no? We have finished today. Now only one live session is pending. Okay. So this is just note down your dates and all, but refer official this thing. Yes, we will see the pricing film. So let me just. And after that, I'll take the IA related if there is anything.
People laughed at me when I started my business. They said, Amit, business is not your cup of tea.
Pricing is the one variable a company can change overnight and see an immediate effect on revenues and profits.
Only 2 minutes.
However, pricing decisions inconsistent with a firm's competitive strategy can be dangerous, which is why companies should address the topic with much caution and attention. There are 3 important components we need to distinguish in this process: the amount a product costs to be produced, the price customers pay to buy the product, and the value they acquire from the product. So, to sum up, cost, price, and value, the 3 main variables to consider when making pricing decisions. If a company aims at cost leadership, then the focus will be costs, trying to keep them as low as possible. The company must offer a price slightly lower than the one offered by competitors. Conversely, if a firm's strategy is differentiation, then the critical factor will be the value delivered to customers. Costs are not that important, as companies offering a differentiated product can charge more. When UK's price discount retailer Poundland thinks about prices, It focuses on its own costs and competitors' prices. Its strategy is to offer undifferentiated products at a lower price than the competition. You can buy a 4-pack Bounty in Tesco too, but its price will be $1.50. Poundland offers a better deal for the same product. So, as long as the company can offer lower prices than competitors, its competitive strategy works well. Apple is a company that produces and sells highly differentiated products. Customers believe its devices and software are best in class, and will pay a premium price regarding Lenovo laptops and mobile phones with the same technical characteristics. Apple's strategy is to produce a product that delivers a lot of value to customers and to charge extra for it. Its business model remains valid for as long as the customers continue to perceive the value they get from Apple's products is worth the extra dollars they pay. So, pricing must be coherent with competitive strategy, although sometimes it is tempting to adjust prices to stimulate short-term gains of market share and increases of sales. Top-level managers have to stay focused on the big picture and make coherent decisions in line with the firm's long-term strategy.
Somehow in my mind, I was under the impression it's a 10-minute film. Let me see what is this film.
Pricing is the one variable a company can change overnight, and
so over to you, my future frontline leaders. The best you comes after the toughest climb. That's my message for you today. The best you comes after the toughest climb. So, and now over to you. Any question? Yesterday, I definitely missed out one on the IA. My apology for that. Is that gentleman present? So, how's the IA going? I hope you all have shared your feedback. Anything on the IA, friends? Rikpal is saying okay. Any doubts or any question? My sessions are not live enough to act as a case study. This is the effort that I have made. Yani. When they briefed me, that less of a only you see some of the async content is coming later as I studied as students feedback, because you all are either glanced through the async, so you are not clear. So then I thought, okay, some benefit of this thing, and I also felt like some basic theoretical can be given. Otherwise, my first session was not this thing. It was those async content frames were not there. Yeah, we were just discussing what kind of case study, Yunus? We still have about a week or days. I can try and see what kind of thing you are more looking at. If you can specify a bit, it will help. Otherwise, STP. Okay. Okay. Great. No question on IAs? Then in fact we are closing before time or just in time, Jaisa. Then you will not read async. The whole design is that one should definitely read async, then come attend the exam, and then come the live session. Because I am covering less of theory, but making you marketing management ready. And believe me, okay, just to share this thing, India is 10th largest spender of marketing spent in the world. But in terms of technology, business analytics, India is at the 39th spot. You can see. So business analytics and you all are going to make a lot of a difference to the marketing world in future. Okay. So, chalo, if there is no IA specific, I hope the questions and their language and this thing is clear. There is no problem. I also write expectations and all. So at least that part is clear. And to aid you, there are things like, without explanations, etc. So that means you only to read the live session one. I have covered that. I'm not repeating. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the session and looking forward to be with you for the live session 4 as scheduled on the coming Saturday. And that will be a culminating round also. So at the end of the live session 4, I will give you my perspective of business analytics. It's an additional last, I think, 10 minutes that I would like to spend about my understanding of business analytics and its place in marketing, etc. Those who are keen should continue enjoying that part of the session. Otherwise, one can drop out before. So looking forward. Thanks, Madhuri. Tell us more about term and exam. See, overall formats are same. What you've seen in the IA, I'm for the DQ part because term end is only DQ. And kind of way I ask questions, they remain more or less same. I'll also do an expectation setting, etc. I will write, I have explained, and we can do this in IA live session 4. I will repeat those instructions. If I write list into bracket without explanation or list 7 steps and then for furniture brand this, identify which is a right segmentation, then you have to be very specific. Then only you will explain. You have to list 4 segmentation types, but you don't have to write any theory for that. Then you say that this furniture, for this I will take the geographic segmentation. Then you have to explain what is geographic segmentation, relate with the given product. Either people write a beautiful explanation, do not relate. Either people relate but don't write theory, that also is not right. Or some people think that we are not reading answer fully. So they write in the beginning that this is how I will use segmentation and relate with the product. And in the end, they write above is the way that I relate the product. Baba, we read word by word. We may do fast reading. So that also trick will not work. When you write geographic segmentation, people living in the same area have often similar likes, dislikes, etc. Then for the given product, you explain also. So the furniture design, furniture color preferences, furniture look and feel will be different in people staying in South versus people staying in West India, etc. So then you have not only written theory, you have also related with the product. That's one. People do not complete the question. They don't read the question. I have asked you, that is happening in term and especially, I have asked you a list the segmentation methods. Then for the furniture brand, select appropriate segmentation this thing. And for your selection, suggest why. Well, the why part you will not write. You will write for segmentation. Then you will say that for furniture brand, I will do behavioral segmentation or a psychological segmentation. But you will not answer why. So that, and the reason thereof. These are the words which come at the end of my question, reason thereof. You all miss it out. So, read complete question. Keep in mind, these are the things that you have to answer and see to it that you answer. If you miss out a part of the question, you miss out significant this thing. Because every question, the marks that is there, we have given rubrics to the institute. So if listing is say like out of 10 mark, listing is 2 marks, then selecting appropriate segmentation and explanation and relating thereof He says 6 marks. So 6 plus 2, 8 has happened. And reason thereof is 2 marks. Now, suppose if you do not write reason thereof, then straight away you will not get any marks for those things. So I will now give you from 8 marks. So likewise, you start losing things. Okay. Of course, do not expect full marks for every answer, etc. Marketing is a subjective this thing, uh, and you will probably not write some of the salient points, some of the sub points, etc. So that marks get slightly deducted. But overall, my questioning pattern is same. It's only that the marks may get more, Yanem, because in term end you are asked 20 mark questions, right? So I'm asking you, it may happen that in some question it's a full 20 marks, some question it is something more than one question is asked, so that mark division is happening. Okay. We can discuss more in the live session 4. I'll also probably try and see if I can give you some more additional insight. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. With this, we end the session. Stopping the share. Thank you. Thank you, Jonas. Everybody who's given put this thing, I appreciate that you are enjoying. Right.